Alrighty, I was muted. I'm gonna get started with my Mother 1 GBA, um, like beginner route, beginners GBA glitched beginners tutorial. So I have absolutely no notes in front of me. I'm only using my brain to fund this run, which is not the case for about 90% of the runs that I do, 95% of the runs that I do. But I'm going to be using the easy ring. I should mention the easy ring's totally banned for speedrun.com, so if you happen to be learning this game with the easy ring, you can't actually submit runs. But that doesn't matter. Like, speedrun.com, like, actually, it's just there. It just exists. It's not, like, end-all be-all. Like, if you enjoy playing the game and you want to do a run with the easy ring, you should not let a rule set on speedrun.com stop you. And that goes for any category, for like any speedrun. Just because it doesn't exist or it's banned, like obviously not cheating or anything, but like, dude, just like making your own category, stuff like that is, no one will ever stop you. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm not gonna do any RNG manipulation, which is like kind of a deeper layer of going fast in RPG speedruns. But with the easy ring, the easy ring will make up for not using RNG manipulation. But I want to also make like a tutorial, like I want this to work if you weren't using the easy ring. Like I want you to be able to follow this if you weren't using the easy ring. So I'm gonna talk about all the differences because the easy ring makes you like level up sooner. There's a million differences, especially in the early game. The early game, like the numbers are low and it's really simple, but it's also very calculated and the strategies are very purposeful. Alright, but I'm gonna do like this casual little playthrough tutorial. Then I'm gonna get even more casual afterwards and recruit all the party members and mess around. My favorite food is ring. Alright, yeah, we are timing this for sure. So I did do one easy ring speedrun, I think 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And it was like 6 minutes faster than the world record at the time. But I think the world record right now, I don't think the run I'm about to do right now will be faster just due to the easy ring. Plus I'm going to be explaining everything, so that's going to be, like I'm not going to be sweating this run by any means. So the easy ring starts out directly next to where you spawn in. It's legitimately the closest possible thing that you can interact with to you. It's not in the Japanese version, so if you're playing Mother 1+2, the Japanese version of Mother 1+2, the easy ring doesn't exist. It was patched into the English version. I believe all the other foreign language patches, foreign to me, also have the easy ring, but I'm not 100%. The Easy Ring is just nuts. It's the most broken item in any RPG ever. And I didn't change the text speed. That is beginner mistake number one. Look at how slow this fight is. You gotta go to setup and change text speed to fast. And R button runs. And this is a doll. You have to fight that first lamp, obviously. The doll doesn't matter. So since I'm not RNG manipulating, fight and auto are pretty much the exact same thing. Auto is probably a little bit faster because it goes... like, it doesn't go back to my turn so much. It just holds auto. But it's also riskier if you're, like, in a dangerous fight. Alright. I'm not going to be getting any melodies, but with this Easy Ring, this doll fight gets me to level 3, which is just freaking crazy. Normally that doll fight only gets you to level 2 if you are not using the Easy Ring. But since I'm already level 3, I can just start grinding outside. Something that I would highly recommend if you're not using the Easy Ring, and you're not RNG manipulating, I'd recommend grinding from level 2 to level 3 in the basement. And that only takes 7 rats, but those 7 rats are so free, they never do any damage. They do like 1 damage, and it's just like chill. And then it makes the outside so much safer. But if you have the Easy Ring, it looks like the doll just actually puts you at level 3. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start grinding for the T-Ball bat. I need to get $500 for this T-Ball bat. But, the enemies drop so much money. The downside with the Easy Ring is that the enemy encounters are less frequent, so when you're trying to grind for enemies, you just get them less often, which is slower than not using the Easy Ring. So that's one of the drawbacks of the Easy Ring. The plus side is that you just get so much money and experience per fight that it's probably much faster. If we made an RNG manipulated route with the Easy Ring, it would be ungodly fast. So normally I wouldn't recommend fighting centipedes. They are a waste of time because they give you $1 and 1 experience or something like that without the Easy Ring. With the Easy Ring, it looks like it gave me 4 experience, which is enough. The other reason I took this fight was because I knew I was about to hit level 4. I think the Easy Ring... I don't know if it makes you level up sooner from your total experience, but it definitely gives you more experience, 100%. That redneck gave me 20 experience. Normally rednecks give you $20, but they don't give you 20 experience normally. And yeah, I'm playing this risky. I just got smashed, so I was probably going to heal on the auto anyways, but I just manually autoed because I got smashed again. But Hippie's the best fight you want out here. Hippies drop the most money and a lot of experience, and they have a lot of dead turns, and they can buff your offense like that. So Hippies are awesome. And then I'm probably gonna heal with Nintendo's mom to restore my PP and HP. And then I'm gonna do that once I decide to make my way to the graveyard. So I'm about to be level 5. You should get level 5 at like 125 experience or something. 20, I think it's 125. It could be different with the Easy Ring. But I did get level 5 here, so I believe that's right still. I didn't get any HP there, that's horrible, but it's whatever. Alright, since I'm level 5, I guess I'll heal at Mom and then go to the graveyard. I don't know if I have enough money. You can skip, unlike in Earthbound, in this game, you can skip Mom's heal jingle with the B button. So as soon as it goes off, you can just skip it. I didn't mean to cancel this auto, I wanted to keep holding it, but now I missed, so... Ooh, 2 misses. So crows are really not cool to fight in no RNG manipulation because they have a chance to steal your food item. And currently right now I only have a bread in my inventory, it's the only food item. So I really don't want that guy to steal my bread, so I'm just gonna run from him. I really shouldn't have fought that first one, but I felt like I could kill him. But then the second one is no way. The second one I thought he was gonna steal my bread, so I ran. But yeah, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna drop my bread so that I don't have the risk of a crow taking it. And then I'm gonna check and see how much money I have. If you didn't have the easy ring, there's no way. Oops. You have 500. I only have 360 here, so probably a couple more fights. I'll show off something you can do. Normally, without the easy ring, these zombies down here will give you $20. They usually hit for a little bit, but they give really good money. They're only hitting me for $1 because, or for 1 damage because easy ring. But normally they hit you kind of hard at like level 4 or level 5. Normally you'd be getting the T-ball bat around level 5. That's why I went to check to see if I had it. But I definitely didn't here. Zombie fight took forever. I missed like 3 times. There's also another one right here. I don't know, it's fun to fight these guys because they're guaranteed, like they're automatically going to spawn here, but at the same time, if you just get into a bunch of fights in a row, it's just faster. Especially a bunch of hippies. Alright, now we're level 6. Normally, in the normal route speedrun, I fight Starman Jr. at level 6. So being level 6 already is pretty awesome. I'm gonna check and see how much those 2 zombies saved me. This is not optimal at all, because they only gave me like $60 or $70. I'm gonna fight like 3 more enemies. It's not smart to check your items twice, or check your ATM twice. What you should do, this is what I used to do for NES, this is what NES runners do, glitchless, is have a calculator. The glitchless no RNG manipulation runners have a calculator and just calculate like however much money each enemy drops. Just plus it to your total, and then just have your bank account on a calculator. And then once you're at 500, you just leave, and you don't have to waste time checking how much money you have. So you could do that, but like I'm not doing that here. It's not the end of the world checking to see how much money you have at the ATM. And I'm really doing it because I don't have a lot of familiarity with the easy ring. But the easy ring should just make everything coast by, so I can explain other things. Like, I can explain that right now I'm grinding on an encounter zone. Like, right now, there's no enemies. I could walk here all day long and I would never get a fight. But right here, 1 tile up, this is an encounter zone. With the easy ring, you get fights way less frequently. So it's kind of harder to tell. But in vanilla, like, fights are very frequent. And it's very apparent. It's very important to know where the encounter zones are. Alright, this is taking way too long. I'm gonna check how much money I have again. Because I feel like I should have enough now. If they drop double money, then the hippies should drop $50, and that should be good. That's the mayor's office. Yeah, we're good. So that is $500 for this T-ball bat. Normally, in every no RNG manip route, you buy the T-ball bat before the graveyard, and it makes the graveyard very, very nice. In the current GBA route, we do the graveyard with the cracked bat, and we use the mayor's $100 to buy the T-ball bat for the zoo. I don't know how viable that would be for NES. I wonder if the Japanese Famicom glitchless community knows about that technique, because there's like 5 or 6 Japanese runners who run Famicom glitchless, and they just have like the most insane time saves. They like reroute the games in ways, or this game in a way that like no one has ever seen, and just do this craziest route to save 1 minute. So I wonder if any of them have thought of $400 grind instead of $500 grind, because it actually would save so much time on Famicom. Speaking of saving time, this is horrible. a 5 or 4 bat fight is like the worst thing you can get in the graveyard. And not escaping for 2 turns is horrible. It's just so much text. Oh, now we're just gonna kill him. It's okay. That's what RPGs are all about. RPG speedruns are so much RNG, and any like no RNG manip category is gonna be loaded with just like time loss like this. So not the end of the world by any means. Plus, every fight we kill, we get more experience. It makes the route that much easier. Alright, so I like to do this funky northern graveyard walk, but you can also just hold down and then go right. That's what I used to do for years. That's totally chill. So yeah, just go down and then right and then up. Not these guys. Please get me out. Nice. Up and then up left into the crypt. This room is all hold left. And so is this room. And this is Pippi. 2 important things with Pippi. 1 is say no and then yes to her. Otherwise she won't give you the Franklin badge. If you don't do that, then you have to get it from her house, and that loses like a minute or 2, and you have to run through that encounter zone. The other thing is give her the basement key, because we don't need it anymore. And that gets it out of our inventory a lot faster than giving it to Minnie, because we can't drop the basement key. So it's just like little things like that that just totally add up. Once you know everything about it, it's just they add up so much, and you can just fly through the game. That's how it is with a lot of games. So I want to, oh my god, explain as much as I can for this game because I know so much about it. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna save before the zoo, but I'm not gonna reset. I'm gonna do this in a couple of places just in case I die, but I think I should be fine for the zoo. I don't think I need to make a safety save here. Normally I fight Junior at 6 and I'm level 7 already, but I could just like die to a bunch of random stuff. But it's good to save, especially in this game, because if I died I would have had to full reset. Alright, so it's good to buy 1 bread before the zoo. Honestly, I should, it wouldn't be the worst idea to hotel here, but since I have so much PSI, I'm not going to. Here we go. I always forget that this area is an encounter zone because normally we reset there and then we just fly through all of this without getting any fights. But it's a little short one, and then there's a break. Like, I don't think this is an encounter zone. And then it turns back into an encounter zone again. And if you wanted to check, anytime it says no problem here, on the this is only on the GBA version. That'll tell you if it's an encounter zone. So it's not encounter zone, now it is. And all of this is dangerous. When it says dangerous nearby, that means you can get into a fight. Rocks are pretty rough, they can smash you, but they only have like 40 HP, so they're really not that bad. Or like 30 HP, I think. I think they have like 35 or less. Level 8's really good. And this is the zoo, this is the sketchiest part of the run. I forgot to sell my crack bat, that's really horrible actually. Because, that means my inventory is going to be 1 less than it could be. I'm probably going to drop it because it only sells for like 40. Tutorialing! How's it going, Tarek? Yeah, I'm just trying to explain everything. This is the zoo. Ruin the tutorial. Nah, it's fine. This is like a super casual beginner tutorial. I'm using the easy ring. This is the zoo. You just like zigzag up and down. You go up and then all the way down the middle and then all the way back up again and then all the way back down. But because of how OP the easy ring is, I'm not getting into it. This is like the second fight. And I could die here, especially if I get smashed. Alright, but when they're not smashing me, they do 1 damage, so it's actually free. So yeah, this is weird, the only thing I'm fighting are Crocs. Crocs are like one of the best things you can get. They can smash you like that, but it's really not that bad. The worst things are like tigers, or like elephants, really. Elephants have a ton of HP and a ton of defense. But elephants give a lot of experience. And then tigers just like hit super hard, and they can hit you twice per turn, so they can do up to like 40 damage on one turn. So if they do that 2 turns, you just die. Even if you heal, you sometimes usually just die. So get that, what was that, the rope? Yeah, get that rope in the first room. That's very important for the Starman Jr. fight. And medicine. I forgot to split for Pippi. That's tragic. But yeah, this is Junior. Make sure you're at full health going into Junior. Usually the technique for Junior is to... I have defense up, wow. Is to rope turn 1. I'll show up this super. This is the super beginner technique. This is the patented proven technique. Is to defense up turn 2. I hate doing this because Junior freaking breaks out when you defense up. But when you do defense up, he does like no damage to you. PK Beam is the only thing that'll do damage to you. So I'm gonna heal because of PK Beam, but this attack's gonna do 1 damage for sure. That's partially because of the easy ring, but also if you're at level 7 and use defense up, you're usually only gonna take like 5 or 6 or 10 damage from an attack, which is really good. But yeah, Junior's a total joke with the easy ring at level 8. At least for me. I had a pretty unlucky rope. Normally, if you're fighting it at level 7 or 6 and he breaks out of the rope turn 1 like that or turn 2, it's pretty rough. But it's definitely just heal as soon as you get to half HP because he'll kill you the next turn. And then, yeah, you just game. What you really want is him to use PK Beam Gamma once, and then PK Beam Alpha, because that'll use up all of his PSI. But if he uses PK Beam Alpha twice, then he'll have enough PSI to use it 4 times, and he won't use Beam, because he won't have enough PSI. And Alpha is the worst move he can do. It does 30 damage, like 24 to 36. And yeah, just follow his movement right and upright. We're going to talk to the cops. The top cop has less dialogue than the bottom one, so don't talk to the bottom one. You feel like you want to because closer. But he has like 2 more inputs on his dialogue box, so he's slower. And yeah, we're just going all right to this cave, Magic Ant Cave. Yeah, being at this level already is really good. I'm thinking I'm still probably gonna end up getting Eve. It'll depend on Magic Ant. So this is the tail, you have to have the diary. That's the only use for the diary, like, in this route ever. I guess I'll just, doesn't really matter. I could drop the crack bat or store it. Or I could save it and then sell it for $40, so I don't think I'll need that. This is a beginner. I would recommend every beginner do this. Grab this big bag. It is one of the best items. You can use it to heal. It's basically 30 life ups in 1 item slot. So it's like, a lot of people complain about this game having, also heal at this house. This house is faster at healing than that house. This house is, slower. You have to skip the jingle. I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something about this game. Oh well. So we're gonna drop our bread here. Might come back. Oh yeah, people, I know what I was gonna say. A lot of people complain that there's only 8 item slots in this game, and that's definitely a valid complaint. Like, in your inventory, you only have 8 slots. Definitely valid, don't get me wrong. But also, in this game, I feel like all of the items are just, like, very strong. Like, for the role they fill, they, like, are so insanely powerful, and that you can get them very easily. So, some examples of this are the Big Bag, which is literally 30 life up spells for free. And the PSI Stone, which is a item that just refills your PSI, and it has a 1 in 8 chance of breaking. And those items PSI Stones are like hella common. You can find like 4 of them throughout the game, and a bunch of enemies drop them. So usually you have PSI Stones. These are bonus swooshes. Most of the enemies in this I'm just gonna kill instantly, but bonus swooshes you can guard, and they'll just run away, greet you politely. This is one of the PSI Stones. This is the first one you can get. It's a ridiculously strong item. The fish is down there. I'm not going to fight him, but you can fight him if you want the Onyx hook for some reason, if you wanted to go to Magic Hand again. I don't plan on doing that this playthrough, this attempt. I mean, it could be nice, actually, for... I'll probably get it in the post-game, or like after I beat this run once. Here's the Forgotten Man. He's chilling. Talk to him 5 times, and then on the 5th time, you say no and yes. Just like Pippi. Oops, don't do what I just did. But yeah, some other items that are just ridiculous. Medicines. Medicines only cost $200 in the store. There's a guy who gives you infinite medicines for free. And they literally just full heal you. They're just the best healing item in the game. Just like, mathematically. Just automatically puts you at full health from whatever number you were at before. It's like better than every other healing item. So it's like, I don't know. You only need so many items to get through this game. So it's not the end of the world that you only have 8 item slots. And plus, every single speedrun, except for Famicom any percent, needs Lloyd. So you're gonna have Lloyd's inventory too. But that being said, once you're 2 hours deep, bro, inventory management gets really rough when you only have 16 slots. So, it is definitely a doozy. It's definitely a doozy in Earthbound too, but it's pretty rough in this game. You only have 3 party members max. Alright, so we're gonna sell the basic sword I picked up in Magic Hand. And we're gonna sell the T-ball bat. Because I have a boomerang. And yeah. So all I'm gonna do is buy 1 repel ring right now. Is buy 1 repel ring and 1 bread. And I'm gonna use them both pretty immediately. And I'm gonna do a lot more shopping once I get Lloyd. Using Doymax play, for real. Alright, we're gonna get Lloyd. So, this is the town of Thanksgiving. Lloyd is currently in a trash can at the top of this elementary school. So we're gonna leave a bread in front of it so we can warp back to it. And I'm also gonna use this repel ring. There can be some goofy enemies in this little strait from Thanksgiving to the factory that I'm going to. But with the repel ring, it looks like I'm not getting anything. Usually I get like skunks or a bear is very common. So this is Little Sweets Factory. All we need here is that knife, because it can sell for money. I could get a strength capsule. Actually, I'll get it. Why not? It'll improve our odds of the run being really safe, so might as well. So that's 1 strength capsule. I guess I'll just use it right now because it's no RNG minute. Strength capsules improve your strength, obviously, but what does your strength do, you might ask? Your strength will influence how much HP you get per level up. So, the next level ups that I'll be getting will have higher odds of getting higher HP rolls, which is very, very important for the final boss. It is critical, in fact. Alright, thankfully my inventory is just now full, but I was cutting it real close with that 8 inventory. It can be, like, I don't know, if anything, you can drop, like, if anything, I would have dropped my medicine, and then past that I would have dropped, like, the big bag, or the knife. Depending on what I need more of, healing or money, but normally you should be perfect 8 at the end of Little Sweets Factory. We're gonna be going to Duncans next. This is the janitor. You say yes, yes, no, yes to him. And he games. I also forgot to mention you have to check the top of the stairs as soon as you enter this elementary school. I don't really know. I forget exactly why. But the janitor won't walk you up there if you don't know that, if Nintendo doesn't know that the door's locked already. Alright, this is Lloyd. He won't join your party if you don't have a bottle rocket, so that's why we went to that factory 2 minutes ago. So, the next 2 splits, you might be wondering how Go from Duncans to Eve. And I'm going to be doing the breadcrumb glitch. But before the breadcrumb glitch, we have to get through Duncans first. You have to get through Duncans with Lloyd surviving. And that might sound really insane with no RNG manipulation. But with the easy ring, and with repel rings, and with this boomerang that I'm going to buy Lloyd, I am assuming I'm not going to get into a fight. But if I do get into a fight, I'm just going to be running from it and praying that Lloyd doesn't die. I'm also going to save in case I'd mess up Duncans or the breadcrumb glitch. I haven't saved in like 15 minutes, so... Very important that I save. But before I save, how about I do some more shopping? This is the big shopping play. Sell the knife. And drop the bottle rocket. Don't use it. And withdraw, like, all your money. Whoops. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the breadcrumb glitch to Eve. We're gonna be grinding Eve to level 25, or not 25, we're gonna be grinding Min 10 with Eve to get up to level 25. I'm gonna buy 2 repel rings, because I think that'll be fine. And then I'm just gonna load my inventory with bread. I'm predicting I need 1 for Duncans, 1 to start the breadcrumb glitch, 1 to exit the breadcrumb glitch. Then I'm gonna need 2 more for the second breadcrumb glitch, but I don't have enough money to buy 2 more bread, so I'm just gonna do that after the breadcrumb glitch. After the first one. And then I'm gonna buy this boomerang for Lloyd, that's why I need the rest of my 1,100. Alright, so now we're gonna save and not reset. I'm so used to resetting. But this is no RNG manip, so I'm not gonna reset. If I do die though or something, I'm gonna reset and reload the save, but I don't think that'll happen. So yeah, now we're going up. Before we went down from town, now we're going up. I like to follow the railroad tracks, just hold up left on the railroad tracks. And then we're gonna drop our Lloyd's bread right under that rock. We're gonna blow that rock up. Yo, what's up, Tiger? Welcome to the tutorial. Repel ring 1 has worn out. Yeah, so we're going to Duncans factory. The entire purpose of Duncans factory is blowing up that one rock. And the whole reason we need to blow up that one rock is because there's access to an insanely glitched spot on the other side. Alright, that's a UFO and Barbot fight. I really don't want this fight. So hopefully they just hit an N10. Alright, Lloyd was able to eat one, so that's chill. Alright, Lloyd's gonna get levels. Ideally, in a Mother 1 speedrun, you never want Lloyd to get any levels. The only situation, this is very specific, the only situation where you want Lloyd to ever get levels is when you're doing the desert manipulation for GBA glitchless. But that being said, you only want Lloyd to get 3 levels in that manipulation, and that's just so that he can live a specific fight. And if we had a faster route that didn't include that, then it would have been chill. Alright, use the pass on the dog. Do not use bread. Like I almost just did. Normally Lloyd has it, but for some reason N10 had it this time for me. Alright, I need to heal Lloyd because he cannot die. I'm not gonna get the second. There's another strength capsule at the bottom of Duncans. I'm not gonna get it because I already got one, and I don't want to spend more time in Duncans than I have to. So yeah, follow this route. You start out going down right, and then you go up 2 ladders, and then you're gonna go left exiting this ladder. These guys should be chill. It's good to just either guard run them or just run. But that being said, they're not manipulated, so this is where it gets sketched. I also am level 11 and don't have Dimension Warp, which is really rough. Oh, I'm dead here. Oh, I'm not dead, oh my god. Alright, we gotta swag this. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, dude, I really, like, I had my fingers on the reset button, I so assumed I was dead there. Okay, we're gaming. So, one of the things I freaked out about in that fight was N10 not having Dimension Warp. Dimension Warp is a spell that lets you run away from any fight automatically, but it costs 16 PSI. So yeah, we're going left now from that last ladder. We're going left, and you see these two sets of 2 dots. When you see these, you go up this ladder and then go right. So we're curving back around right, then we're gonna go up this first ladder we see, and from here on out we just go up and left. So we're going up this double ladder. We're going left and up, then left and up and left. Go down and left, mostly left, up. And believe it or not, we're going to be going left almost all of the way left. I said left way too many times there. Alright. Big robot scrapper fight number 2. Please don't kill me. Swag. We were so close, too. Alright, that's the beauty of not guarding with Lloyd. The second you don't guard with Lloyd, everyone bursts all 100% of their damage on Lloyd. Really, really swag. Definitely guard with Lloyd. I don't know why I tried to run with him. A lot of the manipulations we do has Lloyd running from those fights, so I wanted to be swag. That was just foolish, and Lloyd died instantly. That being said, now I have reset, so now I kind of know what's coming. But only loosely, and plus, my Nintendo is at different stats. But yeah, I like dying in this game because then you go through the same area you just went through again, and you do it a lot better than the first time. It's really infuriating when you're going for like a PB or something, but like my repel ring wore off much later. My first repel ring, since it wore off once already, and then I reset because I died, and then just there, it wore off like 30 steps later than it did the first time because my movement was cleaner or something. Alright, yeah, this is not RNG manipulation. I am just running, I swear. This is definitely not what I normally see in normal route runs. Alright, I actually might get some old robots. No, there's no way. I have 63 offense, so there's no way I get old robot here. Normally, if your Nintendo has less than 63 offense, then your total party offense will be less than 1, or less than 60 offense, your Nintendo. Okay, I have Dimension Warp now. That's huge. As long as Lloyd freaking lives, let's go. Dimension Warp is your get out of jail free card that is, I didn't have it when I was level 11 on the first Duncan run through. But that's definitely, like, it's hard, don't get me wrong, like, you have to get lucky with Lloyd living. Like, if both of those enemies outsped Nintendo and killed Lloyd, I would have been screwed. So it's not like tried and true infinite perfect, but it's also like really good. It's much better than running and failing and just doing nothing your turn. But yeah, I'm assuming I'm gonna get one more fight. Maybe not. Yeah, here it is. And I'm assuming this guy's gonna hit N10 for 34. That's chill. That should be the last fight. If you're not RNG manipulating, what happened there the first time to me is very common, so don't worry about it. Don't, like, think you're bad at the game or anything. Like, that is so frequent. And, like, the fireballs can hit so much for so much. I would only recommend, for fireballs, I'd either recommending run guarding with Lloyd, or just, like, trying to kill it with N10 if your N10 is really big. But the fireballs are scary, and there's some other scary fights. But yeah, now that that rock is destroyed, we can go up. And that is Santa Claus Station, I believe. But going north from here is where you're supposed to go for glitchless, to go to the desert. But here is where we're going to be going for the breadcrumb glitch spot. We just go right and down a bunch. Normally my repel ring will run out here, but it didn't. And yeah, just go down. Oh, there it goes. We're almost at the spot. I really shouldn't even use this one, but whatever. Alright, so we're gonna be doing this first breadcrumb glitch is I'm gonna be doing the Eve breadcrumb glitch. I'm gonna be walking to Eve, so I haven't moved at all. I just used my bread on this spot. It was the left side. There's like two little cubbies for the breadcrumb glitch. This one is on the left side. And I'm gonna hold left for nine of these tiles. 9, specifically 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once I get here, I can hold down left. And now I'm gonna be walking for like 45 seconds. I haven't done this breadcrumb glitch in like over a year. Actually, probably more recently than a year, but probably like 6 months. It's been a long time. This one's fun. This one's one of my favorites because you don't have to like count to like 100. A lot of my setups include counting to over 100, including the current world record route. But this used to be the current route for a long time, or this used to be the route for a long time. And it's way more chill because I don't have to count. I can actually relax. That's the first visual indicator. Glitch chunk number 2, that's the 1.5. Those are the stumps. That's visual indicator number 2. We're getting very close. And this is number 3, the one with the house. Once we get to this one, we walk alongside it, and then we're going to go down right under it. Because we're looking for this massive gray Duncan factory tile set thing. So we're going to go down and around the right side of it. And then once we get here, we're going to be counting 7. 7 to the left, and then 5 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not down. Down left, I meant to say. So it's 7 left, and then 5 down left. Pretty sure. Could be 5 and 3, and I messed this up. No, that's definitely worked. So this puts us right... I messed up a tiny bit, but it puts us right next to Eve. That's what we're looking for. Man, that was a brutal Duncans. I haven't died in Duncans in a very long time. Sometimes you can just have, like, Nintendo die, but then, like, Lloyd survives, and then you, like, get through. It's so funny. Alright, this is the least ideal. It's the safest, but the least ideal fight, because getting 1 mook first means that Lloyd's always going to get a level up, or probably 5, because he's level 1. So that's pretty swag. You really don't want Lloyd to level up at all, like I said earlier, but especially here. You want Lloyd to die as fast as possible. You don't want Lloyd to be stealing all your experience. Like, I really didn't need to... I really wanted that minute, to be honest. So I'll heal Nintendo to show that I like him more than Lloyd and want him to survive more than Lloyd. Really all I'm going to do... My objective is to get Nintendo's max HP above 120. That's all I'm really looking for. But, I guess I'll grind down here a little bit more. Yeah, I was actually afraid of these guys. I really wanted mooks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so I'm gonna guard with Nintendo to prioritize his life. And hope that Lloyd dies. Please say Lloyd. No, that was horrible. Oh no. Hopefully this guy doesn't kill Nintendo. Damn it! Oh my god, what is that? Alright, what the fuck? Eve missed? That was nuts. Okay, that was the least ideal thing imaginable. So from this position... I got the monkey melody, what the fuck? Eve is dead. I could go do the breadcrumb glitch again, but then I would get a dead Eve. Or I could reset and redo fucking Duncans again. I'm just gonna reset and redo Duncans again. This is tragic. I really didn't want to die on the first fucking fight. I wanted the mooks to kill Lloyd. But I went way too high up, and then got the Satanias. That's tragic, but it's whatever. But yeah, what we want is Nintendo to get above 120 HP. That's actually all you need. Legitimately nothing else matters from eToy. You don't need the C pendant. That was one of the things I was like, I'm gonna go up and get the C pendant because the C pendant's safe. You do not need that. You don't even need the melodies. Actually, all you need is the experience, and you cannot have Nintendo dying on the second fight. It's okay. A lot of my first runs, like, had, like, 4 Zoo deaths and eToy deaths here, and I just kept going and didn't care. So, definitely don't get dejected when you die. It's just part of the game. Part of the process. See, this time my repel ring wore off even later than the first 2 times. It wore off like 15 steps later than the second time, which was already 30 steps ahead of the first time. So it's definitely RNG dependent, but also like the last 2 were both off of a soft reset. So I have no idea why there's so much variance. Bro, that's a nice run from Lloyd. I think I did that the first Duncans. Actually, just have Lloyd die. And I definitely remember guarding the second Duncans, so I'm definitely foolish. Like, it's so simple. Like, these mistakes I'm making, it's simple, really. You just have to guard. But yeah, what else can I talk about? This pathing is pretty goofy. You always get the paths in the same spot. You want to go on the right side of that, like, chunk thing. I like to talk to the dog from the left side. It feels faster, but for a long time I just talked to him from below. It's usually better to auto this dog because, you know, less inputs. It's not good to do that. Something I just did there, though, was quick dooring. Quick dooring is when every single time you go through a transition on the Game Boy Advance version, you get put into like this like buffer delay type deal if you're holding your inputs the whole time. But if you let go of all your inputs and then repress them as soon as you become visible again, then you can move as soon as you become visible again instead of like stalling for like half a second. And doing that on every door transition adds up so much. Alright, we got the saucy fireball incoming, and I don't have Dimension Warp. This is swag. I love Duncan's swag. Oh, no. Alright, maybe I should have tried to kill him. But really now I should have tried to run. Because Lloyd's gonna die next turn. So smart. Alright, this is big plans. Heal Lloyd, guard. Fuck, I got outsped, bro. The fireball is brutal. Okay, why did I get into a fireball fight there, though? For real, though? What's going on with that? I definitely had a repel ring up. Alright, if Duncan trolls me one more time, I'm about to load a fucking save state. This is getting a little ridiculous. This is Duncan's attempt number 5. This is definitely my last Duncan's attempt. Yeah, I mean, like, normally I'd be resetting off one of these. So I feel like I don't have a lot of experience with this game, like, playing it in, like, marathon setting. I definitely don't no RNG manipulation. This is, like, my first or second no RNG manip run since I learned the route. Because GBA RNG manipulation is really easy to me, and it's just, like, it just makes life infinitely easier. And it's just like not the worst. It's like, I don't know, it's like hard to mess up basically. It's hard to mess up on the overworld, which I like a lot. Most games RNG's influence on the overworld, and it's so easy to screw with RNG on the overworld. But this game, like, all that matters is you do your line. Like, literally nothing else matters. Nothing will influence it, nothing will ruin it. It's very hard to ruin it. Alright, that being said, I've been having some saucy fights up here, so can we get some freaking... Can we just get a normal fight going? Can we just guard with Lloyd? Oh, intelligent. I can't believe I died on that fight, bro. I'm so stupid for that. They're going so brain dead. But it's okay, we get to do the breadcrumb glitch again. I love the breadcrumb glitch so much. And I get to actually grind on E-Toy and not get shit on the second fight. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this pace is unreal for dying 5 times in Duncans. This is still somehow, maybe not, but possibly sub-hour. Even dying in Duncans 5 times. Which is just not real at all. I just healed Lloyd for 0. This is not sub-hour. No, but this game, it's just so fun. Like, I actually am looking at the worst splits ever and then thinking the pace is good. It's just crazy what this game does to me. Walking down. Alright, so fuck those Satanias that just totally destroyed Nintendo. That was not cool at all. I'm definitely gonna grind like 5 mooks until they kill Lloyd. I might just grind on mooks the whole time because mooks are way safer. For the Famicom All Melodies route, you have to grind on E-Toy starting at level 2, and you have like basically no healing. And you do a lot of mook fights because the mooks are a lot safer. Like for a long time they only did mook fights. But then Zakubu came around and just completely destroyed that route. Just absolutely obliterated it. You know, I used to have Lloyd die on that fight. Now I just run, but to be honest, I should try to get Lloyd to die there. Alright, same as last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold down left. We are going to Eve again. So since I reset, like, the game, I, like, hard reset the game, like, I can recruit Eve again. But if I continued my save file and just did the breadcrumb glitch again, then Eve would be there, but Eve would be dead. And I would be able to recruit a dead Eve. And that's another can of worms. I was thinking about doing that, but it would kind of ruin the tutorial if I did that. I would be Omega sidetracked. I don't know, I can do it afterwards or something. But I made a YouTube video about it when I discovered it. It's pretty chill, but it's nothing crazy. It's just a lot of funny animations. And taking Eve to anywhere is funny. Eve looks funny, out of place. Eve looks really out of place in Magic Ant. Alright, here we go with the E-Toy grind. We're gonna go 7-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I totally screwed it up there, but I realigned and it was fine. So it's like, even if you screw up your movement, like, still keep track and like keep your line in your head and pretend you're doing it right, and then just get back on track, and it's so fine. But the second you like fully lose it and forget what track you're on, lose track, it's over. It's actually so sketch. Alright, another 8 level ups for Lloyd. Here we go. Alright, so I'm at 88 again. That was identical to the first time I did it. Instead of going up and grinding that fight, I'm gonna go run around the bottom of this lake. Try to get Lloyd to die off these guys. Unfortunately, it looks like he's not going to. But it's all good, Nintendo's still getting experience. So if you go really south down here, you can actually get into like... Oh no, not these guys. Anyone but these guys. I don't have Dimension Warp, so I'm gonna try to run. Why'd I guard with Lloyd? I want Lloyd to die. Now these are the same as last time. Oh, thank god I got away. So I'm actually... No, I'm gonna save my medicine. I'm just gonna spam Big Bag. So that's what I should have done the first time, was run away. I didn't have the foresight that I was gonna get PK freezed and then shit on. But I do now, so I was able to get past that fight. So yeah, let's go for another Mook fight. Not ideal. Yo, what's up, Eileen? Enjoy the dinner. We are chilling with Eve on Etoy. So if you go like down there to the right, you'll fight R7 and Eve will blow up, and you really don't want to do that. That's the boat. Normally you're supposed to take the boat to get Eve in the first place. So the fact that I have Eve and the boat is still there, I don't know if the boat is there normally, when you normally get Eve. I don't think it is, to be honest. Pretty sure the boat's gone because it went down the whirlpool. Yeah, these moves are taking forever. Easy Ring got me, like, not fighting anything. But yeah, that's the wonders of no RNG manipulation, dying in Duncans 5 times. When I was eating lunch, I was actually watching a video of this guy just complaining about Duncans, like just ranting about how much he hates Duncans, how it's actually the worst RPG dungeon of any video game he's ever played ever. And I was like, I left a comment that was like, Duncans usually takes me 3 minutes on average, it's actually so free. I left a super stupid comment. And then I go live and then die on Duncans 5 times. Actually takes me like 15 minutes. But I mean, the comments that I were commenting on were like, these people were like, it has taken me days and I cannot get through Duncans. And like, the video was like, I'm using a walkthrough and I don't know where I am and I haven't moved. And I'm so lost. It's just so funny. I was like, bro, it's definitely big, but like, there's only so many ladders. Like, there's only like 70 ladders. Like, once you get over the fact that there's 70 ladders, like, there's only so many. And half of the places on Duncans are so irrelevant. Like, you don't have to go anywhere in Duncans. All you have to go is right and then up and then left. And then if you're a real gamer, then you get the Franklin badge and the capsules and like a rope or something. But the items are juicy, but they're not like insanely juicy. They're just kind of cool. Pretty cool. There's just so many items and so many rooms. There's so many dead ends. So many rooms in Duncans that just actually go nowhere and do nothing. And people are like, oh my god. Just like, literally just don't look at it. Like, don't factor that into your brain. And then the factory becomes smaller. Like, just like, don't even think about it, because it's useless. It's all useless stuff. Just dead end room, like, don't even... I don't know. I don't know how to... I don't think I'm formulating my words right, but yeah, I'm just like in awe that Lloyd is still alive. I do have 118, so I could theoretically go take on Gygus. I guess that means I'll just go up. These guys are like the slowest, like, single mook fights on this grind are probably the least optimal thing you can do, but probably the most safest. So, pick your poison, really. Like, if you want to go a little bit slower but have a 0% chance of death, just fight these mooks on the lake. But if you want to go really fast, you want to go up, and you want to fight last star men. But I didn't even do that because easy ring, I guess. But yeah, if you wanted to see other examples of no RNG manipulated runs with glitches, like without the easy ring, probably like the first 5 of my PBs were like not manipulated, like especially E-Toy. I didn't manipulate E-Toy until like my 50, I think my 5530 was the first one with a manipulated E-Toy grind. I think even my sub-hour run didn't manipulate E-Toy, I just did whatever. So, this fight's really good for killing Lloyd, because these robots are going to blow up Lloyd. The issue with this fight is that if Eve kills the robot first, then Nancy has a fight to just completely kill Ninten like that. So, a really dangerous fight, to say the least. But I have a lot of HP, and by a lot I mean 119, but should be fine. Question is, how much money do I have? It'll do. Alright, so we are on the home stretch now. We're gonna buy 1 repel ring. We're gonna buy 2 breads. And then we're gonna drop the big bag. Sorry, big bag fans. Yeah. So now we're gonna spend the rest of our money on 8 medicines. I have 1 medicine already, so I'm only gonna buy 7. This is 4. Alright, I believe that was 7. Let's see if I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 7. Alright, so I'm gonna safety save for swag. God, Lloyd got so much experience this run, this is horrendous. An ungodly amount of experience. Alright, I don't think it's gonna be sub-hour, because that's in 9 seconds, but it's okay. I'm not going for a world record with this run, so yeah, we're gonna pop that repel ring. And, ooh, there's something else we're gonna do. I mean, what I can do is PSI Stone, because you don't need a lot of PSI. If you didn't have a PSI Stone, or your PSI Stone broke, you should take the hotel there. You should definitely take the hotel before running up here. There was, I've lost a couple of runs because I didn't do that. Like, all the way this deep, I forgot to hotel. Like, I didn't have a PSI Stone, and I forgot to hotel. And I actually died because I had no PSI. And you only need like 10 PSI for the final boss. So yeah, we're running to the exact same spot again. Not the exact same spot, but roughly the same spot. The pathing is the same to go to where we're going. But we're going to be going to the other... Wait, are we? No, wait, actually we're going to this one again. This is that old route. The newer route uses this one. for it only does one breadcrumb glitch instead of two, like I'm doing here. But two is like way safer, like league safer. So we're gonna bread here, and then we're gonna hold down left for 26 of these guys. This is the first one. We're gonna be going down left, 26. Once we get to 26, we're just gonna hold left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and that is 26. So that's literally what I do in my head. Usually when I'm live, I just go silent so I don't sound like an idiot counting out loud. But I don't know, it's good to... for that, I was counting specifically when I was crossing the dot so that you knew what I'm doing. But that's like what I do in my head when I do the route. I just am counting to 26 and then hold left. But this is the old route. This is going to Eve. This is the left side Eve breadcrumb walk. The new route, we go right side. We go to the Medicine Man house, and then we go to Eve, and then we go to Mary, all in one breadcrumb walk. We have like 2 stops on the same single breadcrumb walk instead of doing 2 individual breadcrumb walks. So it's pretty nuts how this route has evolved, but this is what we're looking for, that once the screen turns, like, starts to, like, you see this border, you just stay on this line, and this one second from the black border is gonna be pretty much directly on top of Mary. So, we are in the almost home stretch, but we are not quite there yet. One big, enormous RNG check is getting up to this cave and not getting into a fight that just completely kills you. That's happened to me 5 times. Let's grow, Brandon. I saw all of you guys just launch CS. I think we're going to be playing CS soon. Yeah, so really important that you get to the top without a fight, and then you're going to want to give Nintendo all of your medicines. RNG check. Yeah, this is more like a tutorial. This is a no RNG manip. But yeah, what I want to say about this is you want to give Nintendo the medicines once Lloyd is dead. When Lloyd is alive, your cursor defaults to use, and you don't want that because then you have to go down twice, and you might accidentally use your medicine. But when Lloyd's dead, the cursor defaults to give, so you can just mash A and you instantly give the item. So it's a lot faster. And yeah, since like I've said, you only have so much inventory space, it's important to know. Like, important to know what your inventory is looking like when you don't have it open, and like know where items are. The biggest time loss that I've seen from newer runners is like just like not moving. Like if Nintendo's not moving in the game on the overworld, then your cursor has to be moving. Like you should be in the menu doing something to use an item or use something with the cursor. Like sitting in the menus is the biggest lost time ever. But here's Gygas. I'm doing him at 119 HP, which is really crazy. Like, we're gonna go for a shield turn 1. And I outsped him, which is really good. Gygas will do anywhere from 28 to 36 damage, or 28 to 46 damage. And, usually he, speed ties Nintendo. Normally he has identical speed to Nintendo. But with a quick up, Nintendo should outspeed. But we're gonna use 2 quick ups because, I don't know, sometimes it's theoretically possible that Gygas can outspeed you. When you're guarding, the most that Gygas can ever hit you for is 23 damage. So, it's safe to guard at 25 there. And the reason I did that was to delay the turn and an extra turn, because I don't have a lot of HP. I want to utilize as much HP as possible. So now I'm going to go for another quick up to ensure that I never get outsped by Gygas. Yeah, we're going to start singing soon-ish. When he says this line, board the mothership with me, That means you're gonna want to medicine pretty much immediately. Immediately when he says that, like the turn after he said that. Because now on this turn I'll be able to sing. And you want to like be at fullest HP. So the time stops for all of the English Mother 1 speedruns when the 11th sing goes off on this fight. So that was sing number 1. That was a good 38 roll, because now my max HP is above 46 HP, which means that, even if he hits me for the maximum damage that he can, 46, I'll still be alive. What's not good is being below 46 HP. That's when you start getting into the risk. So he hit me for 43 there, which is really bad. It's also important to keep track of what sing you're on. I'm on sing number 3 right now, but the sings only get longer, and the more time that is like spent singing is more time that you can forget what number you're on. So I usually write tally marks. See, I like to go crazy on the 43s. I'm gonna make a save state to see what'll happen. Because it's very likely I die here, and I don't want to die. But I also really want to risk it, because I love risking it. I've died to 43s and 46s and 45s and 39s and 41s. I've died to all of them. So it's definitely possible, but we clutched that one with 4 HP. That was awesome. I was so scared that I was going to die there. So this is sing number 5, that means. But yeah, that's the general overview of the route. It's just like early game is normal glitchless, up to Lloyd is pretty normal, and then you just use the glitch to go to Eve. And as indicative of, I'm gonna save state again because it's a risk. As indicative of this tutorial, or this tutorial was not indicative of what runs would normally look like. It's very common to die in Duncans like I did a lot. I've died like that like 5 times in a row, many times. But it's way more frequent that will happen on the zoo. That has happened to me way more often on the zoo. The zoo is freaking nuts. So don't sweat it if you die on the zoo, die on Duncans, die on random magic and enemy. I've definitely been there, and I felt that. And don't worry if your Lloyd is level 17, because he's still gonna be dead for the final boss. Alright, 52 is a good range. It means I'm totally safe to sing here. I think that was sing number 7. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of losing track. Losing track fast. What was I gonna say though? I was gonna talk about something. Yeah. I guess I should just, like, I don't know, explain the route in more detail, like the glitch second half of the route. So once we do the red chrome glitch, like, all we're doing is grinding with Eve to get experience points. Like, we actually don't care about the melodies or the R7 fight or the C pendant or any of that shit. Like, none of that matters. And also, the way we get Eve out of our party is by death warping, if it wasn't obvious enough. Like, I died, it kind of looked natural the way I died to, the robot and Susie fight. It looked like I mean, it was out of my control, don't get me wrong. I was not living that fight, I got destroyed. But I did want to die. The most ideal way for this category to leave E-Toy is to death warp, so that you don't have to fight R7, because R7 takes forever. For glitchless, you have to fight R7 because you need the 7th melody, obviously. But for any percent, or any of the glitch categories, you don't want to be fighting R7 because it's super slow in RNG. And you can just death warp to get Eve out of your party, if you have Eve in your party. Okay, so this was actually sing number 10. The way I knew was that um, you could hear the very last note of, I learned this from Zakubi, the very last note on the audio, like, of the song that Nintendo is singing, uh, for sing number 10, he literally, like, sings the word love. The song ends with the word love, and then it goes, oh, love. But the oh, love part only comes in on sing number 11. But when you hear that last love, like, I don't know a better way to explain it. Zakubi explained it so well. But if you know the song, it ends with love, oh, love. And the oh, love part doesn't come in until sing number 11. But the first love comes in on sing number 10. So if you lose track what sing you're on, oh yeah, also definitely time, then you can just remember by listening for this audio cue. This note. And that last two notes were oh love, but the third to last note is the cue to know that you're on sing number 10. If it doesn't make it to the third to last note of the song, then you're not on sing number 10 yet. Yeah, it's a GG. 111.52. But yeah, the first easy ring run I did was I think it was 49 minutes long, but I definitely used RNG manipulation. This run I died like 5 times, but I think I did a good enough job explaining everything and living it in real time. Easy ring is like super. I would recommend using the easy ring if you don't know where you're going in this game and you want to learn where you're going, because like the enemies are already enough of a chore, and if you don't know where you're going and you don't know how to fight the enemies, it's just like bruh. And the easy ring just makes all the enemies a joke, so you can actually figure out where you're going. And then once you, like, that's what I did when I learned this. The first time I played this game was with the easy ring back in 2014, and I obviously didn't know where I was going back then, but I had the easy ring, so the enemies weren't hard, so I just figured out where to go, and I had so much fun. And then once I learned where I was going, I played the NES version, and I was like, wow, this is really harder. For sure, definitely harder. But I knew where I was going, so it was fun, and I think I beat it faster. No, I think it was way... my first NES playthrough took me, like, years, actually. But I like, after, like, my third or fourth or fifth playthrough, I was, like... I was really flying through the game without the easy ring. I was like, man, this is awesome. And then I started to learn speedruns, and there were like almost no resources. The only resources I had were Gateman Marathon Run and Virota Google Doc tutorial route and Uko Google Doc tutorial route, and like 3 runs. But all you really need is one run. You just do what that person does in their run. You can also learn that run, and you could do that too. And you can learn what parts are hard and what parts are easy. But yeah, the 2 breadcrumb route is super chill. It's way safer. It's obviously slower than doing a 1 breadcrumb route, but the 1 breadcrumb route is like, that's going straight to Eve and then manipulating E-Toy fights without, or going straight to Mary and getting all the melodies from Mary, and then going and manipulating enemies before Gygus without Eve, and then instantly fighting Gygus instead of going to Eve, grinding, death warping, buying medicine, breadcrumb glitching again. So you can obviously tell how 1 is faster, but 2 is just so much safer. Like, you don't need to like worry about much. The only issue I had this playthrough was freaking Duncans Factory. Like, you actually don't have to worry about anything else once you know what's going on. Alright, so I do want to like recruit the other party members. However, my friends are calling me. Actually, not really. Actually, yeah, they are. Fuck. mean, darn it. No, but yeah, I love this game so much. I can never ever get enough of it. God, I want to recruit Anna and Teddy. What I want to do, actually... Oh, I can't do it, though. I saved over my save. What I wanted to do, I was thinking about this earlier, was... I literally died in Duncans. No, that I'd saved over it before all my deaths. If I had made a save before I recruited Lloyd, what I wanted to do was non-manipulated recruit Anna before Lloyd percent GBA easy ring, because there's no shot I can do that without the easy ring. I don't even think I'd be able to do it with the easy ring. I did that on the Famicom version once, and it was crazy. Like, it was actually unreal. But I think if I did it again on Famicom, it would be a lot easier. I think I got a lot better at NES Famicom since I did it. That was like 3 years ago at this point. But yeah, recruiting Anna before Lloyd is one of my favorite things in this game. I used to like read Starman.net posts about recruiting Anna before Lloyd, and I was like, there's no way that's possible. There's just absolutely no way. There's no way someone could actually make it through all of those caves. You'd have to be at such a high level, and still there's no way someone would do that. But then I learned about menu walking, and I was like, I can definitely do that. But in the GBA version, you can't menu walk, so it would be another story. That's why I want to try it in the GBA version. But I also want to do all melodies and do reverse melodies. And possibly make glitchless tutorials, but I don't think I'm as good at glitchless. And also the first 30 minutes of glitchless is like identical to this any percent route, and this is now my second any percent tutorial I've made. So definitely just peeping the first 30 minutes of these tutorials will definitely teach you, get your feet wet with glitchless too. The difference with glitchless is that you go off to the desert, and then you go to Youngtown, get teleport, and then you teleport through the swamp, and through Alley, and through Etoy base, and then through Etoy cave, and then through Etoy peak to get to the Etoy healer. And then once you get there, glitchless is like free, because then you can save and you RNG manipulate Eve encounters to get to level 25, and then it's just end game getting Melody 4, Melody 6, which are the Ghost House and the Dragon. So yeah, glitchless is really chill. It's a lot more than glitch. It's more of a route than any percent is. Any percent's simpler and shorter, but any percent's manipulation is tighter, obviously. That being said, it's still a lot looser than most games any percent. Given that I can be like, this is the final thing I'm about to. I'm gonna head out. Unfortunately, I gotta go. But the last thing I will say, the reason I wanted to make this type of tutorial, I hope I was able to explain for beginners like what is even going on, because I would love to watch an Earthbound any percent tutorial like this. Earthbound any percent no RNG manip, just like chilling, like no, I don't even care about like Starman Jr. strats, but I'm talking like barrier single segment barrier skip, and then just like no RNG manipulation. Like how do you do the stairs glitch without RNG manipulating? Because anytime I've ever seen the stairs glitch, they're always like hyper manipulating the fights beforehand and doing like so much technical shit that I'm like not trying to learn. But I would want to learn how to do the stairs glitch if there was like an easy setup that was just like chill. And I think there is, like I think it exists, but I've never seen a comprehensive tutorial that's put it together well. The closest I've come is Daniel RGT did a marathon run of any percent in like an hour and a half or an hour and 20 minutes at one of the RPG limit breaks. And that inspired me to take notes on the entire any percent route and want to really learn it. But after I learned cliff skips, I never really wanted to learn the stairs glitch in the RNG manip section, because I actually just could never get it. It was so finicky, and I've just fucked it up every time a million times, and I just gave up. So I wish I really want to learn like the stairs glitch and the rest of the route, because it looks really chill and fun. But it's just like way too technical and complicated, and I don't see any of the sources. Like all the sources I ever see for Earthbound are always glitchless or boogie percent. There's like no any percent sources. Definitely no like any percent, no RNG manipulation sources. And that's like the best way to get people's feet wet in any percent. And then once they like understand the route, they can actually understand like what the RNG manipulation is doing and why it's so fast. Because watching it at face value, you don't understand why it's so fast. Just for years, I used to watch any percent runs and just actually don't comprehend it. But yeah, I think that's enough of my any percent rant. I love any percent. Any percent speedrun is amazing. So, I'd love to see an Earthbound any percent tutorial, basically, like a chill tutorial, like a beginner tutorial, or like intermediate level tutorial. Like, not hyper. Not world record tutorial. I know Octo's got their Google Doc route. That shit's too high level. I'm just talking about learning the route. Alright, the question of the day, though. Who do we raid? Oh, I know exactly who I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna raid... I think their name is Oxwas. I think I tied with them in the bogey percent race. But they're literally learning any percent, Earthbound any percent right now. Literally the shit that I've been ranting about for the last 5 minutes. This person is insanely good at Earthbound and they're learning any percent, so definitely check them out. Gonna be watching them, and eating food, and hopefully learning Earthbound. But yeah, thanks for chilling with me. Hope you guys all have a great evening. A wonderful 6:05 p.m. Thank you for enjoying my tutorial. Have a wonderful day.